I'm just saying.
He's in his 40s and he's worried about
cheat to win the Mr. Beast event.
The real reason I left
I've never been more proud of myself than answering.
Hey y'all, what is good? We hope you're ready and waiting for another piping hot tea session, because you best believe this week has been crazy. If you thought the drama on the internet couldn't get any more insane, think again, because the gossip we have for you today will leave you shook. But before we get into spilling all the hot tea today, make sure to subscribe and like this video if you want to never miss any of the drama that goes down on the daily. Now brace yourselves, because this time we're taking you on the wildest ride. The internet sweetheart Dixie D'Amelio is apparently beefing with Keemstar, who's one of the oldest YouTubers on the web. Was that really a smart choice? After that, Dixie is in the news yet again, but this time she's addressing a cheating scandal along with her sister Charli. Taylor Holder has been cancelled yet again. And lastly, a bunch of your favorite influencers were spotted partying. Who's going to tell them that we're still in the middle of a pandemic? Ready for all this tea to be spilled? We sure are, so let's get right into it. Now, Dixie D'Amelio sure knows how to stay in the news. Usually it's because of her fun TikToks and some never-ending relationship drama. But this time, everyone's favorite TikToker has intentionally started beef with an American YouTuber and live streamer, Keemstar. And the internet is a little torn, to say the least. I mean, Keemstar is a grown-up and he's still getting into Twitter fights with teenage girls? Yikes. The drama started when Keemstar put up a video on his Twitter titled, "Dear Dixie and Charli D'Amelio."
The other times where people are sending you guys hate and shade for no freaking reason, and I have to defend you.
He then goes on to talk about their cheating scandal in an influencer trivia competition that the girls participated in along with their parents. It didn't take long for rumors to start flying about how the D'Amelio parents were using their phones to look up answers, or were being fed answers by people off screen. Now, Keemstar in his video talks about all of this and says that he disagrees with the sisters attacking him for calling them out for this scandal. Now, obviously, Dixie wasn't going to take this one without a fight. So she quoted Keems' video and jokingly tells him to put a shirt on. Keemstar then responded to Dixie by saying that she was hitting him up with dad jokes and mentioned how the sisters had previously called him 40 years old when he was in fact in his 30s. Wow, talk about some petty drama, am I right? Well, Dixie didn't wait long and gave Keem a piece of her mind by saying that he tried too hard to relate to the new generation, which we do agree with. I mean, after all these years, it really is time for the YouTuber to take a backseat with all the drama. Keemstar once again replied and dissed Dixie about being a TikToker. We don't know about you, but this was a low blow. TikToker Sarah Luger also jumped in to give Keem a piece of her mind, and he retaliated by calling her a peasant. And the internet is not happy about it because of the word's extremely racist connotation. A user on Twitter even attacked Keem for beefing with teenagers when he was a full-grown adult. Wow, is this the reality check the YouTuber desperately needs? After all this went down, Keemstar uploaded a video on his drama channel and talked about how Charli and Dixie bullied him on Twitter. Yikes. Now, the D'Amelio sisters haven't responded, but we can sense that this drama isn't going to end anytime soon. With people actually supporting Keem for saying how it is, we think the D'Amelio sisters might also be in for some harsh criticism regarding their cheating scandal in the future. Now, moving on from all of this, let's talk about the actual cheating scandal that Charli and Dixie have been involved in. Before the whole Keemstar drama went down, the two sisters finally addressed what happened on Mr. Beast's Creator Games, and whether the D'Amelio family actually cheated their way to victory, which is what prompted Keem to respond in the first place. The two sisters talked about all of this on their podcast, Two Chicks, where they said that they were surprised how much hate they had to face after winning. They addressed the part of the video where the family is shown with phones in their hands, which led everyone to think that they were looking up the trivia answers on the internet. Well, the two sisters cleared up all confusions.
That picture is when they brought us on screen while we were waiting, and everyone's like, oh, they were cheating. You can't cheat if you don't know the question.
And their explanation definitely does make a lot of sense. Another thing that the sisters addressed was the fact that they had 4 people on the team. But of course, Mr. Beast didn't have a problem with it, so no one else should either. The two ended the discussion by saying
that we're donating all the money
to our subscribers, so
people really shouldn't even be having this conversation. But of course, there's no way that people aren't going to talk. So even though the D'Amelio sisters have cleared things out on their end, we really don't know whether this is the last time we're gonna hear of this scandal. Moving on from all things D'Amelio, we have Taylor Holder in some hot water for his new merch line. Now the TikTok star has been teasing his line for a long time, and people were actually pretty excited to see what he had to offer. But sadly, everyone was super shocked when Holder revealed the merch, and guess what? It was all copied. Holder's merch was almost identical to the merch that the late YouTuber Corey LeBerry produced. Taylor never mentioned that his collection was a tribute to LeBerry, so obviously people thought that he had intentionally stole his designs, thinking that no one would notice. What's more is that the merch also features the exact same underappreciated tagline, but Holder immediately went on Twitter and clarified the situation. He said that the merch was actually in collaboration with the Corey LeBerry Foundation, and that Corey's family was part of curating this collection. Now, while the thought behind this idea might have been nice, it's really not okay for anyone to be profiting off of a person who has passed away, which is what Holder seems to be doing. Corey is no longer with us, and you're profiting off of his brand, his legacy, said a user on Twitter. Holder hasn't really responded to any of this backlash, but we hope that he comes around soon and understands why Corey's fans think this move is disrespectful to the late YouTuber. Before we get into the hottest tea of the week, we have to talk about how TikToker Alejandro Rosario has recently been accused of cheating on his girlfriend, Vicky. The tea was posted on the infamous Instagram account TikTok Room, but obviously without any proof. To this, Alejandro immediately replied, saying that he never cheated on Vic, the two were just no longer together. Now, the drama has only started, so Vicky hasn't really replied to Alejandro. But if the girl has proof, for all we know, Alejandro Rosario's career just might be over. We don't know about you, but we're excited to see how this drama unfolds. And if you thought all of this was crazy, wait till we tell you that the Canadian prank YouTubers, the Nelk Boys, were recently spotted at a Trump rally. Yikes! We're really not sure what to say about this. And they weren't just spotted. Oh no. In fact, the YouTubers were spotted willingly doing the YMCA with Trump and posting the entire thing on their Instagram with the caption, "Your move, Biden." This isn't the first time the Nelk Boys have been spotted supporting Trump, and the only thing we have to say is, why? Alright. Now that all of this is done, let's move on to the final piece of drama that will leave your wigs snatched. If you thought you had seen the last of internet influencers being careless as hell, boy do we have some news for you. As the world officially enters the third wave of the COVID-19 pandemic, it seems like all of our favorite influencers live on an entirely different planet where COVID doesn't exist. Just a few hours ago, influencers from FaZe Clan, Thriller Compound, and Clubhouse FTB were spotted attending a massive Halloween party without any masks and posting all about it on their social media. Talk about being confident while making mistakes. It really seems like nothing, not even a pandemic, can stop these influencers from tearing the house down. We just hope their carelessness doesn't result in any awful consequences for the rest of us. It's just beyond ridiculous at this point, and we really hope that they can recognize that their actions are simply so selfish. Wow, we have to say that was a lot for one day, but that's just how wild things can get on the internet. What do you think about all the drama that has gone down over the past few hours? Do you think the beef between Keemstar and the D'Amelio sisters has ended? Or is there more to come? Do you think Taylor Holder's merch will be at the end of his career? And what about this huge Halloween party? Do you think that it's about time careless internet influencers face some legal consequences for their action? Let us know about your thoughts in the comments below. That's it for today's Spill Sesh, and boy are we glad it's over. If you liked the video and want to see more from us, make sure to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to our channel for more scalding hot tea. We'll see you again next time with all the hottest gossip on the internet. Until then, bye!